I honestly think that Xiaohongshu will the developers, they're going to revamp. They're going to reorient because if they're getting hundreds, if not million, they're getting millions of users right now. I've had some friends that were like, man, I'm having a hard time making it create a new account because so many people are downloading it right now. And it's being flooded with new users. And because of that, I think that it will be a big thing. And the developers, they're going to catch on if they haven't already. And they're already starting to put different parts more into English now just to accommodate American users. And so I foresee it happening pretty soon, that like they're going to expand the ability to do longer videos. They're going to as far as the algorithm, they're going to allow for people to be able to talk more about social issues and political issues, things like that. I do not see it being out of the realm of possibility for them to switch it to something more expansive in 5 days. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. No, 6 days. Sorry. In 6 days, TikTok will be banned. And in doing so, there is a lot of buzz going around. Like, where do we go? Where do we have a voice? And as we've learned over the last few months, people like Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg are licking their chops, right? They're going, we're going to get all these new users. They're going to have no choice but to come over here and use our apps, and we're going to get their data. But guess what? They're wrong. They're absolutely wrong. Why? Because the American people said, no, you don't. You ain't getting this data, baby. You know what they said? Okay, so you don't want our data going to China? Well, we're just going to give it. It is hilarious. Let's go. I cannot wait. Look, there is a new app that's millions of people are now downloading. And they are going from TikTok to this new app called REDnote. The actual technical name of it is Xiaohongshu. So Xiaohongshu is the new app, right? It's also Redbook. So I want to share this really quick clip out of Xiaohongshu, and then we'll get into it. So let's go.
I am glad to meet you here on Redbook. I am so excited when Mark Zuckerberg gets the news that all of us Americans are not going back to Meta. We're not going to Facebook or Instagram. Our attention, our money-making advertising attention is going to China. That's what Mark Zuckerberg gets. That's what Congress gets. We're not going to make money for Netflix, for Facebook, for Instagram. We are going overseas, and we're going to speak up, and we're going to make our voices heard. Glad to meet you, and this is our protest. Welcome, and let's follow each other.
Oh, baby. I can't tell you how many people are doing posts like this. I even did it myself. Because there was a democratization of information sharing that TikTok allowed many people to do. And now that's being stripped away from us by the US government on behalf of corporations, in particular, big tech. So Americans went, no, you're not going to force feed us Meta. You're not going to force feed us any of these other apps like Twitter. And yes, I still call it Twitter. the hell with Elon Musk. I'm just calling it Twitter. I don't give him the X bullshit. No. You're not going to force feed us this. We're doing our own thing. And this is the part about Americans that I actually like. Sometimes Americans get on my nerves when we go, well, we're Americans. We're not going to do this. We're going to go our own way. Once in a while, that actually gets on my nerves. But this is one of those points where I'm like, oh, lovely. Because it means that we're like, no, we value our freedom so much, we're going to go to another country. And we're going to get our freedom over there. Cry to your mama if you want to. And this has been just brilliant. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys some facts about this, and then I'm also going to share some other videos because some people are saying some things. So I want to give you guys this. I hope I can get this guy on my channel just to talk about China one day. He's brilliant, but we'll see. So let me share this really quick with you guys. Here's some factoids about this app. So this is from Andy Borham. He says, even if you can't read Chinese, you might recognize this logo. Why? Because it is the name of the #1 app on the US App Store. Xiaohongshu, a Chinese app that is ordinary Americans are downloading en masse in anticipation of TikTok being banned. What is Xiaohongshu? He says, well, it's a popular Chinese app that launched here in Shanghai in 2013 and today has 300 million users. So let's stop there for a second. 300 million users. There are 341 million Americans in this country. That's basically the equivalent of you taking out all the black people out of America and the rest are all part of REDnote. Because there's about 41, 42 million black people in the United States. So all you have to do is just take all of us black people out and you have everybody else in America, man, woman, and child, is on REDnote. That is how big REDnote is, right? So, yeah, it's a huge amount of people. Here's the other really interesting part. It says it means little red book in English. Here's some more basic info. It says the app has 300 million users. 70% are women. Half were born after 1995. 35% were born after 2000. Half come from China's top cities. Xiaohongshu is a place to share and search for info on restaurants, travel, makeup, fashion, and everything else young people like. So, he says, it's not currently a dedicated US version of the app. So new US users are interacting directly with Chinese users in a Chinese ecosystem. So here's that crazy part. More Americans are going to learn a shit ton about China than they ever have before. This is what's going to scare the corporate dictators. Elon and Mark are mad. They're so mad right now. Oh my God, they're so mad. Because, and then the corporate dictators, lackeys, the Democrat and Republican parties, they're also mad because they didn't see this coming. They thought that they were going to scare us into just running into American tech companies. And we said, no, 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 no. Yeah. Oh my God. They're mad. And I live to see it. Look, here's their tears. Let me drink. Oh, so good. Oh my goodness. Tech billionaire tears. Let's continue. So it's because of that, I think American users will quickly get bored unless a US version is launched. Now, this is the part where I think, I don't know. I don't know. We might look. I foresee a lot of U.S. users starting to learn Mandarin and going, "Hey, this is pretty cool." All right. I don't foresee a lot of us getting bored with it, but he might be right. I don't know, but I don't foresee that. I see a lot of us learning some Mandarin so we can navigate the site a little bit more better. He says another key point is roughly 0% is political. Says, sorry, I'm still trying to learn the name, but Redbook, I'll just call it Redbook. Users don't talk news, current affairs, or politics. It's all about the latest trends, spending money, and being cool. In that sense, it's kind of more like a Chinese Instagram and not really like TikTok at all, right? It's not that users aren't allowed to. It's just not the app for that kind of content. Because of that, the US users hoping it will be the next TikTok will be disappointed. And Chinese users may start to get annoyed with irrelevant US content. Why did Americans settle on Redbook or REDnote? Well, apparently they were confused by a post that said that the Chinese is the Chinese version of TikTok. It is not. China's TikTok is called Douyin and has the exact same logo. Oops. So this is Douyin. This is China's TikTok. So REDnote and TikTok REDnote and Douyin are completely different. And in fact, REDnote is the competitor to Douyin. Just like TikTok here in the United States is the competitor to Instagram. Says, so the $1 million question, if REDnote keeps getting more and more popular in the US, and that's debatable, will the party poopers in Washington ban the app as well? And he says, I asked Professor Powell, who answer was short and sharp. Let's listen to this.
But if Xiaohongshu does remain popular in the US, and that's questionable, do you think the politicians on Capitol Hill would target it next?
Naturally. It's the natural response. This is a cat and mouse process now.
But
so basically he said, yes, it's going to happen. It's just that they just don't catch on until it's too late. He said, this is pretty interesting. Here's what Xiaohongshu looked like before it was swamped with new users from the United States. Now you see it's just a lot of fashion and, food and beauty, things like that, right? So that's basically what this is, right? But this is before. Now we're going to see an after. It says, and here's what it looks like today, flooded with so-called TikTok refugees from the United States. And you see a lot of Americans. A lot of Americans coming in. And yeah, I'm one of them. So this is going to be very interesting to see how we are now interacting with a lot of Chinese people. It says, what's my prediction? I don't think this U.S. obsession with Xiaohongshu will last, especially if TikTok doesn't end up being banned in the United States. Like Professor Powell mentioned, that's still up in the air, and Trump could save TikTok as a pawn in his game with China. Now, let's listen to this.
Donald Trump, to his credit, has been open to the possibilities of recognizing that the app is not what the Biden administration claims it to be. And time will tell, of course, as to whether or not it simply becomes part of a negotiation deck of cards that the incoming president will use as part of how he wants to re-engage with China. How this plays out, given the time gap between the 19th and his inauguration, I guess, will depend upon how the justices in the court come to a view as to when it is that they might reach their judgments and deliver their judgments. So, that's really in their hands, and perhaps some phone calls to the justices could lead them to require a few more days to think about what it is that they're going to ultimately conclude.
So, yeah, I honestly do think that I don't know if Donald Trump's going to try to save, quote unquote, save TikTok. I think that the politicians don't want that because really Elon and Mark don't want that. And as far as somebody like Donald Trump, I think that Donald Trump is really a lackey of Elon now, because Elon has given him so much money. And so Elon and Mark, they're going to want the bill always comes due. And so that's what I see from people like them. Ultimately, it's going to be it's going to be not good for Donald if he decides to save TikTok. Let me continue on here. It says, well, what do you think? Will the U.S. really ban TikTok? And if they do you believe China's Zhao Hongshu will really be the next big thing for the U.S. users? Please let me know. So I think that it will be a significant player. I honestly think that Zhao Hongshu will, the developers, they're going to revamp. They're going to reorient because if they're getting, hundreds, if not millions, they're getting millions of users right now. I've had some friends that were like, man, I'm having a hard time, create a new account because so many people are downloading it right now. And it's being flooded with new users. And because of that, I think that it will be a big thing. And the developers, they're going to catch on if they haven't already. And they're already starting to put different parts more into English now, just to accommodate American users. And so I foresee it happening pretty soon, that like they're going to expand the ability to do longer videos. They're going to, as far as the algorithm, they're going to allow for people to be able to talk, more about social issues and political issues, things like that. I do not see it being out of the realm of possibility for them to switch it to something more expansive. Because here's the thing. Instagram, even though it was a picture sharing app at first, the funny part is there's a lot of political messages and social messages on Instagram, right? And so it's just suppressed more because it's Meta. But think about it. You can also shop on Zhao Hongshu. You can shop on there just like you can on TikTok. Like pretty much a lot of the same things. Now, as far as Douyin, which is the Chinese version of TikTok, unfortunately, you can't download it here in the United States. I looked on the Google Play Store because I have an Android, and it says not available in the United States. You can go in the Apple App Store and look at it too. It'll say not available in the United States. So ultimately, what's happening is the American people are basically saying, screw you, we're not going with any American company because we see how you guys operate and we don't like it. And so we're going to go to Chinese companies. And the funny part is the United States, the American people are seeing what the United States is doing, and it's having the counter effect of what the United States wanted. Now they're driving more Americans into Chinese tech companies instead. And it's like somebody said, if Chinese tech companies were so dangerous, then why do we still have Temu and Shein are so readily available to US users if we're so afraid of Chinese tech companies? Why do we have so many products that are still made in China that are shipped here? The issue isn't really because it's China. The issue is because it's an app that has democratized information sharing, and they don't like for us to know that they have no clothes. This is what it's about. I want to share this as well. There's a lot of clips that I want to share, but I don't have time necessarily. But let me share this. I'm going to share this for my comrade that's on TikTok. This was hilarious.
I just downloaded REDnote, and all I can say is that Instagram is gonna go out real sad. And watch this, watch this, watch this. Piao Lang Nu Hai Zanali. These niggas are light years ahead of us. First thing I see on this fucking app is Luigi content and fine shit throwing fits, bro. I saw a fucking post that said, Black people are greater than. And it was just a fucking collage of dark-skinned, beautiful people. Mark Zuckerberg was scared of me giving up my data. Bitch, I'm about to give that shit straight to Xi Jinping in a red fucking envelope, nigga. The niggas who get it, get it. And the best part is I don't even got to introduce these niggas to communism. The app is literally fucking Instagram, Tumblr, and TikTok all fucking squeezed into one, bro. All I'm gonna say to y'all, though, is come with some fucking respect. Because I don't give a fuck if they're speaking Mandarin. Mandarin is the most spoken language in the fucking world. I'm gonna need y'all to lock in. But yeah, y'all can find me there. The at is the same. It's just Draft Dodger with a 0. The profile pic is the same. I already put up my first post. And niggas in China is liking it. Yeah, they're gonna be sick of me. Long live China, nigga. Long live Xi Jinping, nigga. Big up to Mao Zedong, nigga.
Oh my gosh, this is hilarious, guys. This this was an unintended consequence that US has seen, and it is just, oh my gosh, this is hilarious. I want to share this as well. This is from Roger Meadows. I saw this and I was just like, yo, this is a really good point. Roger says, if the Supreme Court upholds the ban on TikTok, wouldn't that be going against the Citizens United versus the Federal Elections Commission decision, where they ruled that corporations are people and therefore are afforded the same free speech First Amendment protections as individuals? Just saying. Oh, this was a good one. That was a good point, Roger. My thing is like, look, they're going to have to eat their words. And capitalism, they sell themselves the rope that they're going to get hanged with. That's how it works. And I don't know what else to tell them, but y'all done messed up. Mark, Elon, you in danger, girl. Now, I'm going to share something with y'all really quick. Y'all want to know some other Chinese apps? Let me share that with y'all real quick. This is going to be hilarious. Watch it. Here is a list of all the Chinese versions of different apps. Oh, we're going to start off with Meta. WhatsApp, that's also part of Meta. You can go from that to WeChat. And I think WeChat is actually available in US markets. Then Instagram, okay, Redbook, right? We're talking about that now. X, Weibo, Messenger, QQ, Facebook to Qzone, Reddit, Tiaba, Netflix is IQEY. I don't know how to pronounce that. YouTube, I'm thinking about getting on this one. Bilibili. PayPal is Alipay. Google Maps, Map. Google Chrome is Baidu. Uber is Didi. I don't know. I don't think they have Didi here in the United States, so I don't think we'll be able to do that. But Yelp is Jinping. TikTok, of course, is Douyin. Temu is Pinduoduo. And then Tinder is Tantan. So I'm going to be real with you guys. If you guys want to you guys want to leave some of these, apps apps in the United States, I'm just saying it exists. It exists. And then let me see. Do I have this? There was a, no, that's not it. Oops. Let me share this. Is that it? No, I could have swore. Uh-oh. I guess I accidentally shared the same link twice. There was it's okay. But I want to share this as well. This is going to be my last point before I bring in Slank. This here. This is from Roxy. It says, American government, we're banning TikTok because it's a Chinese app and your data needs to be protected. American citizens, fine, we're going over to REDnote, a Chinese app based in China. So yeah, that's exactly what's going on. And I'm telling you right now, this is hilarious. I'm on REDnote now. Sabby Sabs is on REDnote. Nick Cruz is on REDnote. I'm sure there's a lot more people on REDnote. I would be surprised if everybody else that I know is going REDnote. I'm pretty sure somebody like I'm pretty sure people like Carl Jean is already there. I'm pretty sure Jing Ling is going to be on there, as well as Danny Haifong. So, hey, come on in. I know I already have my account. So if you guys would like to, you guys can go follow me. I'll put it in a minute. Thank you so very much for watching my channel, and I deeply appreciate it from the top and bottom of my heart. If you wish to support the channel further, so I can keep bringing you content that is educational and informative, you can become a patron on patreon.com/Jaybefaunt. You can find that link in the pinned comment or in the description below. No matter what you give, you'll be supporting independent media and education that helps make the world better. Thank you so much, and you can watch more of my content here. Mwah. Forehead kisses, and have a beautiful day.